Very good morning, all. This is L. Srinivas, MSc PhD. Nowadays, there is a lot of gap between the students who are studying the pharmaceutical science and the employees who are working in the pharmaceutical company. Actually, they don't know what is the exactly what meant by the pharmaceutical industry, about what they are manufacturing and how they are manufacturing and what type of products they are manufacturing, everything in detail. So here I am, want to do some video on the pharmaceutical industry. So it is a basic and fundamental video to describe about the pharmaceutical industry and what it will do and all the things. So let us start the today's video about the introduction to the pharmaceutical industry. It's going on like this. So first of all, just I want to explain about what is a pharma company will do. Generally, if you want to see a number of pharmaceutical companies are established in this world, so what they will do? What is the role of a pharmaceutical company for the existence in this world? That is the first point. Coming to the second one, what type of the products or the devices will be manufactured by a pharmaceutical company? So there's a number of products like raw materials, intermediates, drug substances, followed by drug product and other excipients and other some of the products like bioavailable medicines. These are the different kind of products they will prepare. So we will detail will explain in the coming slides. Coming to the next point. So what are the rules and the regulations on which a pharma company will run? Which means to synthesize or to manufacture these products or the devices or the other products, some of the rules have to followed by the pharmaceutical company. It is not just like that we have to prepare some product and we have to sell in the market. It's not like that. If you want to sell your product or the drug in the market, you have to abide some rules and regulations established by the regulatory agencies. So in this chapter means about the in this point under this point we have to explain and we have to know about what are the different regulatory agencies and what are the different regulations established by the companies and what are the rules they have to follow to sell their product in the particular market. So coming to the next point, so what are the different type of regulatory agencies and how they will work and what are the data actually they want to know from a pharmaceutical company to take that product into their region to sell that drug in that region. So basically pharmaceutical company need to be develop or generate some data, scientific data to show some in process data like process data, how they are manufacturing the drug, what are the different steps involved in this drug. So all these things data we have to generate. That data we will discuss in the coming slide. So next topic is pharmaceutical development. So if you want to produce the data to the regulatory agencies, so the complete detail about the development of the drug should be established in a particular format. So in that format they have to explain about complete details about how they are developed the drug, like so what are the materials they are used, how many steps in that product is developed, and what are the different safety studies they performed, and what is the result of the safety studies, and how much stability data they are established, how the drug is safe. So, and how many years that data is stable. So all that information will be available in that pharmaceutical development. After that, um, in what way it will affect to the patients, the data also will be included. And next, the regulatory filings are the documentation. So to the regulatory agencies, they have to submit some data like preclinical studies data, clinical studies data, and what are the different type of bodies they are considered for conducting the safety studies, and what are the bioequivalency studies, what are the bioavailability studies, and what are the different commercial batches they are manufactured, what is the guidelines they followed. So everything they have to uh, file in the documentation, and the documentation to be submitted to the regulatory bodies. Next, coming to the financial terms and the global pharma market, means what is the role of the global pharma market and how much percentage of drugs are manufacturing in the different regions. Okay, we will see that one. And finally, some of the big pharma companies, what are the available in the world, and also what are the leading companies in the India. So going into detail into the project. So first thing is that about the pharmaceutical company. So what it will do actually. So a pharmaceutical company is mainly dealing with the manufacturing of the drugs. So as we know, the name of the industry is the pharmaceutical industry, means the main rule is to manufacture the pharmaceuticals. So while manufacturing of the drugs, they have to select some of the materials. From those materials, they have to adopt some process. In that process, the starting materials will be converted into the stages of intermediates, and that intermediate will be converted into your final drug substance followed by the drug product. So in this complete cycle, the first thing will come the raw materials, or the key starting material, or regulatory starting materials. So generally there are two types of materials are comes under this category. That is the raw materials, means general raw materials. General raw materials is like the solvents, methanol, acetonitrile, or THF, or acid, base, some salts like sodium hydroxide, it's bromine, or anything. So these are the very common materials or the reagents which are used to produce your drug is the general raw materials. And the second one is the second type of raw materials are the key starting materials. The other name is the regulatory starting materials. So these materials are the very critical raw materials which are directly proportional to the quality of your final drug substance. So if you see the specification of a particular general raw material, it is having only the description, test parameters like description, identification, solubility, and some of the purity test like that. To the general, only the purity number like not less than 95%, and it should be more than 90% like that. But if you see the specification of a key starting material, so it is having the specifications of general raw materials. Also, we have to introduce the test parameter called as assay. assay of that particular key starting material as well as the known impurities present in that key starting material. So why we have to include these additional test parameters in the key starting material? Because actually the definition of the key starting material is like that. In the structure of the drug substance, this key starting material will be directly appear. Means whenever you see a structure of a drug substance, so the structure of the key starting material will be available in that structure. So that is the key starting material. So while you are using the general raw materials, these are not appear in the structure of your drug substance. They will only participate in the reaction and they will directly enhance the reaction or maybe sometimes used as a catalyst to proceed the reaction. But they will not directly form or directly appear in the structure of your drug substance. Whereas the key starting material is not like that. Key starting materials will combine and will transform, and that materials only directly convert into your drug substance. So that's why the quality of the key starting material is directly proportional to the quality of your drug substance. Because of that only, the assay should be available in the specification of a key starting material. Assay means what? It is the total content or the actual content of the material available in that material. And the other thing is that the specified impurities. Why the specified impurities? Because as the KSM is directly converting into your intermediates followed by the drug substance, in the same way, if any impurities are available or impurities are present in that key starting material, will also convert into the intermediates and they will also form as a impurities in the drug substance. So we have to control the impurities of the key starting materials. If you have the particular controls in that material, then automatically these impurities will be controlled in your drug substance also. So that is the reason why we have to keep the assay as well as the related substance or the specified impurities in the key starting materials. So is that next is that actually from the raw material we have to move the intermediates. So what is the intermediate? The name itself defining that it is the in between stage of the raw material as well as the drug substance. So if you see the ROS or route of synthesis of any particular synthesis of the project, so it is having a sometimes it is having a only single intermediate, means the starting material is directly converted into the drug substance through single intermediate, only one intermediate stage. In some of the ROSs we have the number of multiple intermediates like stage 1, stage 2, stage 3, stage 4 like that. So based on the route of synthesis the intermediates will be formed. So this is the intermediates. Again we have a quality of that the specification of the intermediate will have the description and the identification as well as the related substances or purity of the intermediate. So next to the intermediate we will synthesize the drug substance. From the intermediate we will produce the drug substance. So the drug substance is the active pharmaceutical ingredient. This is the main synthesis product which will design to treat your disease. So next is the drug product. Drug product is the dosage form of the drug substance. So generally, drug substance, that is the API, is not able to consume directly into the human body. We have to convert this API to the different type of dosages like tablets, syrups, ointments, some inhaling products, or the applicable products. So like this. Why? Because to take that API, so we have to have some excipients. We have some carry things. So we have to carry this API by use of the excipients, and the API plus excipients is called as the drug product. So this is the complete cycle or complete role of a pharmaceutical company in the process of developing the and manufacturing the drugs by use of the raw materials, followed by intermediates, followed by drug substance, followed by drug products. So the other thing or the other job of the pharmaceutical companies, like along with the medicines, they will prepare some medical or they will manufacture some medical devices also, and they will, of course, they will manufacture the excipients which will be used in the drug product synthesis, and some other compounds like it is the very high level products, biosimilars, and this type of products they will also manufacture. So going into the second topics, what are all the rules and the regulations? So when we are talking about the pharmaceutical company rules and the regulations, a department will come into the picture, that is nothing but the regulatory affairs. So in a simple form, we can call it as the RA department, regulatory affairs. So if you want to sell your sell your drug in any region, we have to follow the rules set by that region. So in that way, in the pharmaceutical industry, we have the different regulatory agencies like Pharma Europe, that is nothing but the European Pharma. So, and the next is the FDA, that is the US FDA. It is related, it is the regulatory agents related to the United States. And third one is the WHO, that is nothing but the World Health Organization. And the Japanese regulatory body, that is the PMDA, Japan. And next one is the Health Canada. This is related to the Canada Medical Agency. And some other agencies like TGA, this is the regulatory agency related to the Australia, and the CDSCO, this is the regulatory agency of India. So if you want to sell your market, sell your drugs in this different company in the different regions of the world, means you have to obey the rules set by these regulatory agencies. In addition to the regulatory agencies, we have the one more uh, So, some of the financial terms in the global pharma market. The actual global pharma market produced treatments worth of about 1230 billion dollars till 2020. It means 1228 billion dollars means it is almost equal to the 98 lakh 24,000 crores in the Indian rupees. So this much of potential is there for the global pharma market worldwide. So if you see the global pharmaceutical market till 2023, so almost for 45% is share coming from the North America. Means the usage of the drugs, whatever we produce throughout the world, is only 50% from the North America. That's why only the US FDA is having a lot of potential to sell the drugs at the region of the US. So that's why most of the Indian companies are the other than rest of the world is very much interested to sell their products in North America. Later, Asia Pacific is stood in the second place, about 24%. Asia pharmaceuticals market will retain its second position with 24%. Asia means it is coming around again the Japan, Australia, India, China, other than the small countries. So in the third position, Europe will remains. It is around with the 20% market. Europe is again the European countries like Canada, UK, and other Greenland, Graceland, other countries of the UK region, European pharmacopoeia. So in the next position again Latin America, it is at the percentage of 7.53. So it is about the South America and other than the small countries in the North America. Then finally the Middle East and Africa, that means the Arab countries and other African countries, it will around 3% of the market. So North America is expected to retain in the leading position in the global pharma. So next, Europe is expected to see the decline in its market share, the 2023. So later in our presentation, we are discuss about the leading companies, leading top 10 companies in the world. That is in the first position, Pfizer is there, with around 90% of the sharehold is there throughout the global market. Next, after Pfizer, AbbVie stood in the second position. So with the sales of around 56 billion dollars. Next in the third position, Johnson and Johnson. Fourth position, Novartis. Fifth position, Roche. And Bristol Myers Squibb BMS comes in the sixth position. Next, Merck in the seventh position. Next, AstraZeneca, eighth position. Sanofi, ninth. And finally, in the 10th position, GSK. So these are the big pharma giants in the production of the pharmaceutical products in the world. So if you concentrate in the top 10 pharmaceutical companies in India, Sun Pharma will be stood first, later Aurobindo, followed by Cipla, Dr. Reddy's, Zydus, Glenmark, Torrent, Alchem, Intas, and finally Lupin. So these are the top 10 companies selling the most of the drugs in the different regions of the world. So this is the final slide in my presentation. So this is my first YouTube video. So please vote for me. Please share the views. Please subscribe my channel. So as this is my first video, maybe some of the faults or the defects or maybe the quality of the video may not be that much good. Please provide your suggestion and please provide your interested topics to learn about the pharma. So I will ready to make the video in detail and share in my pharma tube channel. So please subscribe and click on the bell icon. So based on that, I will get the your interest and it will help us to make the better videos to share with you. So thank you very much, and it is a very good opportunity to me to express my views and my knowledge to share with you. So thank you again, and thank you all. If you are watching still my video, really I am very much thankful to you. So please promote my videos in my YouTube channel. So definitely it will help you to increase your knowledge at the same time. So to work better for the pharmaceutical companies, and it will definitely helps you to raise your growth curve. Thank you one and all.